some thoughts on visits by U.S. officials to that place they're trying to make a war. I've seen photos that look like it was CGI with Zelensky and the Democrats standing in front of a building that I'm told no longer exists. Which means, like this is saying, they either went to Poland and staged the entire thing, or if they actually did go to this place, we have issues because Russia controls the entire airspace over the entire country, which would mean such visits would not be possible without coordination with them.
But one thing is really clear, that this delegation, not just send, but also President Biden, has made very clear with his most recent aid package request. It is a historic request that we're going to push hard in the United States Congress to help pass. And it sends a very simple message. We are not interested in stalemates. We are not interested in going back to the status quo. The United States of America is in this to win. And we will stand with Ukraine until victory is won.
We believe that we are visiting you to say thank you for your fight for freedom, that we are on a frontier of freedom, and that your fight is a fight for everyone. And so our commitment is to be there for you until the fight is done.
Good morning, Patriots. JT here, Serenity Farms prepping. So, as we know, the Democrats have convinced themselves that everything that's happened to them 2016 was someone else's fault. Someone over in Europe. With that, they have made it their personal mission, using our money, our military, and our weapons, to try and cause regime change. This is not new for the U.S. cabal government. This has happened several times. Iraq was not about weapons of mass destruction. It was because Saddam Hussein was telling the world that he was no longer going to use the petrodollar as the currency. Then Hillary goes in and takes out another supposed dictator and laughs about it because he was also bucking the system. Now remember the cabal that the military-industrial complex has had going for a long time. The elites, the Democrats, a lot of rhinos, they're making millions off the sale of every bullet, every gun, every tank, every plane, selling our own uranium. All right, so when Hillary lost a rigged vote in 2016 because of the overwhelming support for 45, everything started to come apart at the seams, and they had to come up with something to try and cover their own corruption, treason, and crimes against humanity. What's going on now probably wouldn't be happening if not for the laptop from hell and 45 being elected, which started to expose it all. But with no laptop, no crackhead, Pedo Joe might be coasting through his dementia, child-addicted life. But that's not how it's working out. So all of you that have swallowed and followed the propaganda and the Democrat narrative about what this is all about, with staged photos, video from 10 years ago, crisis actors everywhere over there, Canada painting planes to look like Moscow, sending them over to Zelensky and them bombing them on the ground and then taking credit for shooting them down. Oh, and did you see the video where they had finally admit that the ghost guy was all fabricated? Which we knew that anyway. But it just goes along with everything about this. This is all staged to cover Democrat and Rhino labs, illegal drug running, money laundering, and all their crimes. We've said it 100 times. Pelosi, Kerry, Biden, they all have sons who are being paid gazillions to head up corporations in fields which they have zero knowledge. And of course, we know that's money laundering. They're buying the politician. They're buying Pelosi. They're buying Kerry. They're buying Biden. They're funneling the money through the sons of these scumbags. And then the big guys and girls get a cut. 10%, 20%, whatever. And other family members are being enriched as well. So, who put Pelosi and Schiff in charge of U.S. diplomacy overseas? I thought that's what we had ambassadors and secretaries of defense for. Pelosi, Speaker of the House. Schiff is... I don't know exactly what Schiff is. Oh, besides a liar and a Biden protege, if you know what I mean. So what are they doing over there? Well, they have vested interests over there, and they're going over to make sure that it's being covered up, erased, protected, nothing more. The other 8 lackeys that went with them were just people to go over there and spew crap so it didn't appear to be coming out of the regime's forked tongues. Nope. This is not what it seems. Or, if you're awake, it's exactly what it seems. Pay attention, because Adam Crybaby Never Trumper Kinzinger, who's resigning, has made the statement recently that I want to pass a bill to authorize sending U.S. troops over there if chemical agents are used. Okay, he didn't say by who, but they're just laying it down. All the sheeple and masses, with the M in parentheses, are getting it in their minds now. oh my God, it's going to happen. That would be terrible. Remember Syria and the false flag the Democrats did there with Assad? Same thing. So it's going to happen. They're laying out the groundwork for it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, notification bell. www.storagechef.com, SFP15. But for now, JT, signing off.